Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bink's Corvair Addiction. Well, in this little episode, I will be taking us over to Gary's house and showing you his engine he's building. I go over there, I'm usually there, it seems like once a week at least, and every time I go over there, he's working on something. So he's been working on this motor, and I figured, hey Gary, let me record some of this, as every time I come over there, you can talk about it and we'll see where you are, and maybe you can teach us a few things, and he will. So this is just another Corvair motor he's building for a customer, and yeah, let's go. At the end of this video, he actually will be having it running for us, and he'll show us some stuff with the carburetors and teach us a little this and that. So hopefully you get something good out of this. Let's go over to Gary's and check this motor out. This morning I'm at Gary's house, and he uncovered this beautiful little motor here that he's been working on, and we're going to do a little talk about that, see what he's all got going here on this thing. Now this is the motor
that's going into Kyle and Sydney's 64 ragtop.
Now this motor we picked up, and that pick,
right,
it looked like just a piece of junk, but Gary wanted it.
It's the engine block itself is a let me get my flashlight so I can see. It's an RD. And the head numbers are what the hell did I put on this? I think they're right there. They are. So I'll grab a wrench, zip them off real quick.
He's going to tear apart the motor to tell us what heads he's got on it. You don't have to do that.
Huh?
You don't have to take it apart.
No, it's just 2 bolts. Not a problem. Not a problem. Only take a second or two. Then we'll give the viewers some information on it. Heads are a 38, 56, 75, 9. So the last 3 numbers are a 759. Which are a 110, which are these head numbers are not in the primer from California.
No?
Nope. And as I remember, these heads are off from GM, General Motors replacement engines, the fit-alls. Fit-alls are engines that General Motors did for customers that needed an engine. So what General Motors built was an engine that fit from 1960 to 1969. And they were all 164 cubic inch. They'd fit vans, the 1960 standard shift or automatic with a flywheel, or with a bell housing change to fit either motor or fit either car, automatic or standard. But they had 164 cubic inch. A lot of them had the nitrate crank in them that I have found through the years. Just a nice little engine.
So this is just a 110?
This one here is just a 110.
Stroked 110, yeah.
Yep, everyday 110.
All right, new cylinders, new pistons.
Board cylinders, 30 over. The crank is standard. We put 64 bearing on the top to keep it as a 64 for the blower. And going to put the generator back on it. Here's one of the carburetors that I've gotten finished up for it. And there's 65 carburetors. Replace the shafts in the bottom and the choke shafts in the top and cleaned them up and ready to go on.
Like new.
Yep.
All right, you got the tins all cleaned up and painted over here, I see.
Yep.
Those are all nice, pretty. All like brand new.
They
But
still,
you should get 'em.
I will give these another coat because it's
Dry spot.
dry spot and rattle can paint jobs usually take at least 2, maybe 3 coats because they're putting less and less paint in a can of paint that costs $13 now per can. Killing me. Let's see. Okay, we also, I put a new set of gears in the oil pump just as a precaution. I got to get me about 4 more cans of the black and do the blower cover on it so everything matches, get everything looking good.
And you'll take the old motor out and have another one to rebuild.
Right. The other motor does run, but the last time they was over here with the car, it smoked real bad. And I could hear what I thought was a possible head gasket blown. So it was going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh as the engine ran.
Okay.
So,
and when that happens, is it the head normally scrapped then?
yeah, unless you catch it soon enough that you can just cut that 3 of the cylinder head gasket bores out to where another head gasket will seat in it. Otherwise, it will blow that
It
quick.
blows the aluminum, kind of wrecks it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Jeff the machinist, he machined 3 pieces to put in the ones that he's doing for you.
Right.
He made 3 things that go in there to hold it flat. He come up with a design because he said if he takes that head, it's going to take him an hour and a half to get it flat on the table.
Yeah.
To do it, so he's doing it a different way. He's making something to put in the cylinder that holds the cutter.
Oh.
So he's a machinist, and he's engineering up a way to make it easier.
Right.
So he said you could actually take it home and do it.
No kidding.
So you could actually take and put this piece in there, and he's got set screws on it to set it the height, and you should be able to cut it somehow. We'll see when he gets it done.
Yeah.
Well, at least one of the motors got prettied up and used.
Well, yours was pretty.
Well, I mean, from the all the stuff we got from over there.
All
the truckloads of parts.
Yeah.
Motors and pieces.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm happy with it.
It sure is a pretty motor. I was telling them, they sure are pretty motors, and too bad you got to put all the tins on there and hide all that.
They are some beautiful motors.
All right. Well, that was nice of Gary to show us his motor he's building. That one came in the parts pick we got. If you watched any of the other videos, was just one of them there, and he knew what it was right away, and he wanted it. So, hey, I gave it to him. Look what he did to it. It's beautiful. All right, back in Gary's garage with this beautiful motor here. He can tell us all what's going on with it, eh?
Well, we got 1965 engine. We're going to put in a 64. And the reason that we're doing a 65 is because of the better head gaskets for the engine in 65 versus 64. Everything bolts up the same. It's identical with the exception of the larger cylinder in the heads for the larger head gaskets, where they had a problem in 64 with blowing head gaskets. But then again, it could have been the tightness of the heads on them too, because the book says 28. I pull all of them at 30. So it is what it is. I had a big problem with pulling carburetor parts to build a set of 65 carburetors. I remember years ago about the difference in the Venturis, but it never dawned on me till I couldn't get one of these carburetors to idle, but it would run on the upper end, but it wouldn't idle. So tore that baby off and got to checking the Ventura versus another Ventura that I knew come out of a 65 carburetor, and they were different. So.
Are numbers on the Venturas?
Right, are different.
Okay. I'll try to find a chart or something that.
Yeah, see if we can find a chart on them. Bob Helt, if I remember right, had a booklet on the different Ventura numbers.
Last time I was here, yeah. I forget how far you had the motor. Yeah, the carburetors weren't on. Yeah, you were working on the carburetors.
Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't this far. Yeah, the tins were off of it, I believe.
Yeah. All right, here's one. The one that I took off. No, this one is the one I took off, and this is what I replaced with this one. And the number on this one is if I can see it here, let me get my flashlight. All right, we got a 29336. Check that and see if it is.
I can't. It's hard to see, but
29336 is the one that was in the carburetor that would not idle. And I'll show you the difference here in a minute. And this one here is a 20338.
But they had two different ones.
Yeah.
One wasn't idle.
Right. And if you'll notice, the small stem is your idle circuit on the Ventura. This one here has a hole.
I see it.
Right there. This one does not. It does up here on both of them, but this one has it. It won't idle, and this one does not have it. Now, I did not plug that off to see if that might make the difference. I did not do that. I just changed out because if you look under the bottom of these, in the hole for the Ventura at this angle, you got to look down in this angle.
Yeah, we won't get it on camera, but okay.
And this one here is not drilled. This one is, and it has a brass piece put in it with a hole. So this one is the one that I took off that did not idle in that carburetor. Put on one of these and it idles. So big difference on different carburetors and such.
So you primed up the motor and already?
Yeah. Yep, she's oiled up. In fact, I ran it quite a bit yesterday.
Compression test? Or I mean your PSI pressure?
Right.
It's up real good?
Yeah, 40 pounds.
Looks beautiful.
Want to hear it run? Electric fuel pump. I got the wire hooked up to the coil. No chokes. You don't want to get it too smoky in here.
Yeah. Sounds nice.
It needs valves adjusted. We'll do that this coming week.
Another pretty motor. Another happy customer.
Huh?
Another happy customer.
Absolutely.
And you're putting it in her vehicle.
Yeah.
Taking your old one out, putting it in.
Yep. I think the engine that's in there has blown a head gasket and they trashed the clutch disc in it. So it's got no forward, no reverse, nothing in it, nothing on the clutch. So, and you can hear when it idles, so sounds like a
Head gasket.
head gasket blow down in. And we got a set of these type exhausts, brand new, going to go on this engine when it goes in the car.
All right, looks great, looks beautiful. Like
Thank
they
you.
do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The parts you put in it, all Clark's?
Yeah, Clark's. All Clark's except for, let's see, clutch, pressure plate, flywheel, and throwout bearing, and in their kit form from Clark's
Okay, you put
for this engine.
You put the pistons and
Pistons and cylinders from Clark's was the Clark's forged pistons, 30 over. We had them bore the cylinders to match the pistons and use the 320, I think it was 320 final finish on the cylinders to help break in the ring.
Molly rings.
Yeah, we put in the Molly rings. And I got Clark's Corvair main bearings and rod bearings. We put in a Clark's new 304 cam. New set of lifters. And their full Viton gasket set was from Clark's. We got distributor cap and points condenser and a rotor from them. The fan belts are from them. The carburetor kits came from Clark's. Even changed out the choke shafts in them. I am really happy with Clark's Corvair parts that they sell online. In their catalog. I'm really happy with them.
Guess that almost wraps up this build.
Absolutely. Then we'll start on that one. An FC motor.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. That's Gary in his shop here, and his motor, his latest build. Well, hey guys, that was Gary and his newly, freshly rebuilt Corvair motor. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, learned a few things. I know I do. Every time I talk to Gary, I learn something. I know right now my knee is burning. Hey guys, well that was Gary and his Corvair motor build. He sure does make them look pretty. That was an old piece of junk motor when we got it with the Karen Lane stuff, and he's seen it and he had wanted it. And look what he did to it. It's a beautiful motor. So I hope you learned a few things from Gary. I always do every time I go over there. I love hanging around with Gary. I always seem to learn a lot. The next motor that we're going to be kind of working on will be for this Rusty Nugget 61 ramp side that I acquired. I'm sure if you watch any of the videos, it'll be in it. And we are going to build another 110 motor, 4-speed, for this truck. That'll be, I don't know, somewhere down the road. I've already got parts ordered, coming from Clark's, coming from California Corvairs. We've been gathering parts for it, and that will be upcoming videos. So please subscribe to our channel and keep watching. I guess we'll see you in the next episode of Bink's Corvair Addiction. Bye now.